So this past week, Donald Trump, of course, sat at his little desk where he did a Q&A with reporters, and it wasn't his usual desk, right? He's off somewhere else in the White House. But I will say it's very weird for Donald Trump to continue to sit behind this other desk to answer all these questions. And it's obvious that he's doing it to hide his ankles and so he can sit down because he doesn't have the energy to stand. His body looks weird, so he wants to be seated and hidden from everybody. And I do think everybody needs to remember that that is why Trump is doing more sit-down things than he ever has in the past. The man can't stand anymore. And that seems to be a bit of an issue, right? But nevertheless, he did take questions. And he attempted to answer the questions, but unfortunately, his cognitive decline didn't allow him to even understand what the hell was being asked of him. At one point, a pro-Trump reporter in the room asked about the possibility of suspending habeas corpus for all of the immigrants that he is rounding up and deporting. And Donald Trump asked, who? Who are we suspending? In case you have not seen it, or if you just want a good laugh again, here's the clip.
Thank you, sir. I also have two questions for you, if I may. Have you given any more thought to possibly suspending habeas corpus to not only deal with these insurrectionists across the nation, but also to continue rapidly deporting illegal aliens?
Yeah, is suspending who?
Habeas corpus. Sir.
Oh, I don't know. I'd rather leave that to Kristi. What do you think?
No, sir, I haven't been a part of any discussions on that.
All right.
Habeas corpus, of course, just for anybody wondering, to put it in a bit of a nutshell, is, of course, the right to due process, which includes, and this is the big part of habeas corpus, the right to challenge your detention. You know, to have the charges presented to you, to have the opportunity to talk to a judge or magistrate and explain to them that these charges are absolutely bogus and should not apply, and therefore you should be released. That's the beginning part of it. So that's what habeas corpus is. But based on Donald Trump's response, Dementia Donald here, habeas corpus is apparently somebody working in his administration, possibly for Kristi Noem, right? Because then he had to have Kristi Noem come in and try to explain it, which of course isn't a good idea because just a couple months ago, Kristi Noem in front of the Senate described habeas corpus as habeas corpus is a constitutional right that the president has to be able to remove people from this country and suspend their right. And before she could finish, she was cut off with the actual definition of habeas corpus. So Kristi Noem doesn't know what habeas corpus is, and Donald Trump doesn't know who habeas corpus is. He thinks there is somebody running around this administration named habeas corpus that is going to be suspended from their job for reasons unknown. All right? Like, we don't know what habeas did, but Mr. or Miss Corpus has just screwed the pooch so bad they got to be suspended, right? I don't even know. What are we? What are we as a country anymore? Like, we're almost past the point of idiocracy. Like, we should strive to get back to idiocracy at this point with how far we've gone. But Donald Trump's brain is melted jello at this point. It's moldy jello, disgusting, horrible, mucusy slime that can't function. Like, there's no more activity in Donald Trump's brain that actually means something. His brain can't be trusted to allow him to walk in a straight line or to stand like a normal human being or to be able to endure any of the questions he's asked. His neurological condition is getting worse. The physical structure of his brain is failing. And this is far worse and far faster than anything we ever saw with President Biden. Biden would get confused sometimes, absolutely. He definitely had cognitive decline. But this, I think, is worse. And 6 months from now, if it's not worse right now, it will be worse than Biden 6 months from now. A year from now, He's going to be a dribbling, doddering old fool wandering around the White House in a bathrobe, muttering to himself, and the press is still going to continue to ignore it. That's the funniest part, right? That's the joke, except it's a joke that's on all of us, because they're going to pretend he's totally fine, and it's normal for the president to wear nothing but slippers to a press conference. The media's failing us. Trump's brain is failing him, and nobody seems to want to talk about it on a regular basis because we all just want to pretend it's not even happening. Thanks for watching, everyone. You know, we're inching closer and closer to 1 million subscribers, and we're aiming to hit that goal before the year closes. So if you aren't subscribed to the channel, please do so, and don't forget to like, comment, and share. Thanks for joining us as we head towards this huge milestone.